guys, welcome to my channel. Segue into a little bit about me maybe. I am 30 years old. Yes, I've entered the 3.0. I was born in Chile, but have lived in other countries, including Argentina, Brazil, and here in the USA. I like lots of different things. I'm not a specialist in many things, however, there are a few things that I'm pretty good at, and one of them, for example, is languages. I speak fluent English, Portuguese, and Spanish. I actually graduated 1 year ago from university here in the United States. I got a bachelor's degree in English with a creative writing emphasis and a minor in Spanish with a commercial emphasis. I really enjoyed going to university and learning a lot. It took me a long time to go there. Life has not been easy for me. I think I've just faced lots of different obstacles, and so I started university at 26. I am technically a writer and an author. I have been published a few times. Not novels or anything like that, but just other kinds of materials that I've worked on. I want to be a screenwriter someday, hopefully. And you know, YouTube is one of the ways I have to achieve this goal of mine. I think about 8 or 9 years ago when I started watching YouTube for like YouTuber purposes, not only Googling like how to do something, you know. When I actually started watching like Jenna Marbles and Amazing Phil, that's the time when I actually was so in love with YouTube that it was like my dream to start a YouTube channel. But at the time I didn't have any resources. I didn't have a camera, not even a crappy phone camera, lights. I didn't have editing software. I had no idea how to edit. I didn't even know where to start to look for information on how to do that unless I took a course at like a university or something. And probably around that time I wasn't super confident either in myself, and so that's probably why I just never started. I am a human paradox, and I am in a constant life existential crisis, and that is a very accurate summary of myself. I just want to be able to talk about all aspects of my life. I want us to be able to talk about all sorts of things that are taboos, things that are normal in our everyday lives, things that are profound, and also just silly stuff. We're gonna use this platform to support each other. Lots of people may have similar feelings or thoughts as I do, and you may feel alone, and I want you to know that there's other people out there who think similarly to you. I have so many stories that I can share with you guys, and I think it's a great way to preserve my memories because, yeah, I've already forgotten a bunch of them. And every once in a while I have random flashbacks and I just write them down so I won't forget again. But I know that memory isn't set in stone and it's really easy to forget stuff. My life has been really crazy up to this point. It actually seems like I've lived several lifetimes, I'd say at least 3 or 4. Because some things seem so distant. I'm just a completely different person from what I was before. And in a good way, I'd say. I want to be able to not only share these like funny stories with you, but also talk to you guys about what I've learned in life. Maybe you've learned something similar, or maybe you can learn something from it, so you don't make the same mistakes as I have. You know, I want to be able to document the stages of my life. I think, as I mentioned in the past, I didn't have the best self-esteem, and I think I missed out on recording lots of parts of my life. I have some pictures, but not much else, to be honest. And now that we're in the digital era and everything is so easy to document, I really want to put some effort into leaving a small legacy behind. I also want to document some of my talents or skills. For example, I very much like to sing, and I want to preserve an auditory record of my voice at this age. Life has already taken several things away from me, and we'll get to that in future videos, but I don't want that to happen again without being able to document the abilities I had in the past. Not only do I want to record and document moments of my life because I know that memory is short, but also because I know that life can be short. Maybe tomorrow I won't be here, and I want the people who liked me to actually have something to remember me by. And we shouldn't be afraid of that. We should just look at ways that we can enjoy life while we're here. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this mildly rambly video. If you are interested in seeing more content like this, I'd like to invite you to subscribe. You can find the links in the description below. That's it for now. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!